it's starting to collapse.
If it falls, we'll say, oops. We're worried about our box collapsing, but I think it'll be okay.
I think we're going to be fine. Hey, everyone.
It's tea time.
It's tea time. Here's to good tea. Here's to wise women.
And Memorial Day.
Yeah. Did you see what that said?
Mm-mm.
Today is a good day.
Today is your day.
Today is your day. That's right.
It's hot.
It is hot. It came from a hot place.
We've been playing with cameras. Y'all get on in here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here they come. Hello, ladies. Hello, lovelies.
Give us a heads up on whether you can hear us or not.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got shared AirPods.
Yeah, we do. And just remember, I've got Marla's left and she's got my left.
Yeah.
In case I forget.
We just need to give the right lefts back to each
The
other.
right left's back. Oh, gosh, that's enough to make your head spin.
Left. We're good.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
So for once, we can see a view. Look out.
A little bit. Yeah. That's my son.
Oh.
I think they can hear.
Yeah, they're giving us heads up.
We hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear us both the same? Is the other question that I have.
Yeah, let's see.
Yes.
Okay, this is good.
There we are.
Good deal.
We are having a simulcast. Let's drink till simulcast. We've got our own system.
We don't need Zoom or Noom or whatever. We don't need it.
We don't need any of that. We got our own system. Mm-hmm.
Go to your office.
Mark.
This
Mark
is girl time.
He wants to watch.
He can watch from his office.
I know, right?
He can see if the sound is good from up there.
They need to see his t-shirt. Did you see his t-shirt?
Oh, shiitake happens.
He got it from the mushroom grower here in Brevard. You know, there's a mushroom grower here.
Well, we're going to grow our own. Robert's spreading seeds out in the glade.
Really?
Yep.
It's going to take 3 years.
Spores. He's spreading spores.
Start spreading the spores.
We're going to have our own mushroom farm.
That's right.
Yesterday, he was so excited, he went out and got, today he went out and got the card from the trail cam.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness. We have so many pictures of the bear.
The bear?
The bear.
He keeps coming back.
Oh, yeah. He's got free food.
I think you ought to name him.
No.
Yeah, he's a pet.
He is not a pet.
Yes, he is.
No.
Tulip already knows the bear's there.
I think Tulip knows the bear, yes.
She knows him. I think. Don't you think you should name him? I think, who votes with me that we should name the bear?
We're not naming the bear. That would be wrong. But somebody sent me a video this morning of some guy from England who was somewhere where there were black bears and he got the black bear to eat out of his hand.
Oh.
He's such an idiot.
And then he's going to eat his hand.
The baby cub climbed up a tree and the bear was making this noise with his mouth, and then the guy ran out of grapes. Well, what happens when you run out of grapes with a bear around? He wants more grapes, so he gave him a love bite on the leg. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That is like...
Don't do this in this life.
Don't do that. That's stupid. That is kind of crazy.
Winnie the Pooh. Oh, no.
Winnie. No, not Winnie the Pooh. We need an original name. I think it should be something that starts with a B. I like alliteration. Barney. Bob. Bob. I think Bob's a good name for a bear. Yeah, Bob. No?
Smokey Bear. No.
No. Blake. Brian.
Anyway, we're getting ready. The grill, the ribs are already on the grill.
Oh, he's had them at 250 degrees. He's been watching them. This is like this is some serious stuff right here. He's all over that.
Y'all see this plant?
I love it.
Robert attacks his plant every time. I'm sitting in Robert's chair.
This is where we play the game.
He has.
Isn't it pretty? I want your opinion. Isn't this a fun, pretty plant?
It's I don't know what it is.
It's like a spider plant, but it's not a spider plant. But I love it.
It's sprangly.
Yeah, and there was talk about cutting it all the way back and seeing what happens so it would bush out, but I like the twanginess of it. Twangy. That's right.
It attacks you.
Yes.
It wants to go down your shirt.
Well, okay. Fresh.
Buster Bear.
Buster's cute. I'm going to call him Buster. Buster.
Well, just tell Robert you named him.
Mm-hmm.
We don't name wild animals, although we did name our paleated woodpeckers.
That's right. Thelma and Louis.
Louis, yeah.
I remember.
Not Louise. Louis. But Louis.
That was cute.
But that's the only ones. And we did have a squirrel that didn't have much of a tail. We named him Stubby.
Yeah.
So how many of you are barbecuing today?
Oh, yeah.
I got most of my stuff done yesterday, except I got it all cooked. All I had to do was kind of throw it together today, which made today, I spent 15 minutes peeling pre-cooked potatoes.
You can't beat that.
You know, if I'd have been doing it for my house, I would have left the skins on, but I want it to be pretty.
You know.
There's my friend Donna.
Hi, Donna.
We have a mutual friend who's in the hospital. They gave her some antibiotic and it spiked her sugar and they had to take her to the hospital. So we're praying for Patty.
Oh no, that's terrible. Yeah, this is not a time when you really want to go to the hospital.
No. And there's my little great niece Kaylee.
Hi, great niece Kaylee.
They're just coming in.
I know, I see that. Storming the gates. Making it happen. So you're probably wondering, are you going to cook today? The answer to that? No.
Mark cooked and I cooked.
You
made pie and Robert made pie.
We made pies.
Robert and Leanne made pies.
And we have, and we are going to put the coleslaw together. So essentially what we're going to do when it's time is we're just going to assemble everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And put it on the counter and then everybody take their plates.
Yep.
We just do it buffet style.
Buffet.
And then maybe go out into the...
I was thinking we could go to the screen porch, but we're supposed to have that. Look at it; it's getting darker outside. We're supposed to have like really horrific thunderstorms. You know, Mark and I were out there cleaning and making it all nice, like probably the end of April, and it's all dirty again because it just wouldn't stop.
It's called, pollen.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Pollen. So I was bad today. I made a potato salad.
Macaroni.
I made macaroni salad. I haven't had one in years. I mean, probably 10 years.
Well, it looks pretty good.
It has our veggies in it. It has green onions, red
Bell
pepper,
peppers.
and green bell pepper.
I saw that.
So it's got a half of one of each, and then a whole big bunch of onions. And then I did my baked bean fixins. We just have to decant the beans.
Decant. Heart attack baked beans.
Mix those together and stick them in the oven or out on the grill, wherever he wants to put them. They just need to get heated up.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be good to go.
Yep, totally, 100%.
Yeah, Mark, we sent Mark back to his office because I don't even let Robert stay in the room with me when we do a show.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was doing my cooking show. And, you know, he's behind the camera and then he starts making all these faces and looking outside and I'm thinking, what are you doing? And it's like, you're distracting me.
I won't even let Robert stay in a room if I'm giving a speech.
Oh,
he has to leave.
He has to leave?
He has to leave.
He makes you nervous.
Well, Robert's the best speech giver I know.
Oh, yeah.
He can pull a speech out of his back pocket with no notice.
Oh, I imagine he could.
It's kind of... I make him leave.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at all those hearts. Oh, got some angry faces too. Come on. Don't be that way.
I don't know who's giving angry faces, but we didn't ask for angry faces. We want happy faces.
Your recipes that you're included in your email sound so yummy. I think those are you talking about mine?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We both include recipes, but we really.
Oh, look, there we go. There's some love bugs.
But I'm still getting a bunch of angry ones, and
well, poo.
hey, stop the angry face. That's what Lisa's saying. Yeah, I think there's a troll. Yeah, well, somebody's find who it is and let me know.
You had 2 trolls yesterday. I banned them for you.
Oh, good.
I did. They're calling you sexy grandma. Hey, sexy grandma. And I thought, no, not gonna.
Somebody started out saying lady in red, and we don't have guys on here very often.
No.
So
and when you get
a guy, you know it's a troll.
Exactly.
So I don't deal with trolls. Find the trolls. Let's go troll hunting. Yeah.
A hunting we will
Somebody find who the troll is and tell Liz.
Yeah, Liz will get them out. Go get them, Liz.
But when it's a holiday, I don't expect Patty or Liz to be on here.
Oh, that's true.
They're just kind of playing.
We'll get them later.
Yeah. And whoever's sending in the angry faces, they just want us to react to it, so we're not going to react.
No, we're not. We're just going to sit here and laugh at them.
God will take our vengeance. Poo on you.
That's enough of that.
Angry faces go away. Yeah, let's just kind of...
Who's watching us on both channels? That's what I want to know.
Can they do that?
Yeah, you pull up 2 Facebook tabs on your laptop.
Oh my.
That's interesting because my phone shows a brighter background. Marla's phone shows a more detailed background. How do you
But we
like
still
that?
can't see the ridge.
No, you can't.
It's a little hazy.
Which is so sad because it's such a beautiful view.
And if the camera, if the phones go kaput, it's
That's
because the box broke. We brought a stand that's about 2 feet high instead of putting it down and looking down at it, which is not a pretty look.
Husband listens to these broadcasts, and then she said, and he's not a troll. Well, that's good.
Yeah, well, they have to act up before we call them a troll.
Yeah, you have to be.
Trolls live under bridges.
Leanne, what is it?
Leanne gave me notification first. Oh, that's fine.
There
because I hit her first.
Yes,
Yeah, I did. But
That's
we still
funny.
got a lot of people in here. So everybody whatever platform you're on, share our videos because sharing is caring.
That's right.
Plus it helps, you're caring for others. You're caring for others because you're showing other people what, that this is a great way to get your house in order.
And get dinner on the table.
I got a testimony the other day about this lady who had been sick she had retinopathy. So she lost her eyesight practically in the blink of an eye.
Oh, man.
And her son had been listening to her watch our shows before all this happened. And then she kind of got on her little pity pot and feeling sorry for herself. And he finally had to say, you need to get off your butt like that FlyLady tells you to.
Whoa.
And she got whatever was going on with her eyes fixed. And
that's good.
But he had to say, you need to listen to that woman. I am bossy.
Yep.
So if you're sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, get up and go get dressed and lace up shoes, and you'll start to feel a little better. We're all, we've all been in this together, sitting at home, cooking, and y'all have done so good. But I think we need to get our pantry stocked back up.
I agree with that.
We need to get a supply in our freezers. We need to take these next 2 months and really work hard at building up our inventories of food because we don't want to go stand in some line wanting somebody to give us food. And that's, if you need to, you need to. But we can be prepared.
I think so.
You were prepared. You had a freezer full.
We still do, yeah. We keep it like that. Mark's really good about it. He does all of our shopping, and we rotate everything through.
Every time I use up something, I keep 2 on hand. I use one, and we buy another one.
Yep.
So I mean, I didn't even run out of toilet paper
Yeah, either did we.
because I stayed.
Plus, you brought me she gifted me a whole case.
We had plenty, and enough to share.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to be in times of need. You want to be able to share with your neighbors and do what needs to be done.
100%.
Or learn how to drip dry.
No thanks. Not in this lifetime. Not interested.
Anyway, so let's take inventory of our freezers and our pantries, because we've been cooking out of them like crazy.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to keep the local restaurants, but most of our only one of my favorite restaurants is open back up.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The other ones I didn't go to. I've been to one time, but.
I didn't know that. Well, I know that they're all, slowly but surely opening up. And, we also have to be really cautious even about restaurants, because of social distancing and what have you. And there's a lot to be said for open air dining. Let's just go with that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it should be done.
But what if it rains?
That's true. Then stay home.
Yeah.
And maybe this is going to be a good, because I talked to a couple of my coaching clients. They said, they've lost all this weight because they haven't been eating out.
Woo, because when they put it on your plate at a restaurant, there we go back to the clean plate syndrome. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
And you also, when you're cooking it yourself, you have control of every single ingredient.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to have inflammatory oil, the inflammatory oil that they're probably going to be using. You're going to have control of the salt shaker. Think about all of that.
Yep.
Yep.
And I didn't oversalt anything.
Oh, I know you did.
Because I know that the three of y'all don't like salt as much as I do, and there's always salt on the table.
That's right. We have ways.
But let's get our inventories back up, because we've utilized our inventories, and we started getting our inventories stacked up in January because we heard about this virus, and I started in on them. And they did it. They did it.
That's good.
They started planning their meals and working within what they had at home, and when they could get out to get more things and that wasn't backed up, they took advantage.
Mm-hmm. This is what we want to do. Yes, indeed. Plus, the other thing is we always have, and we should start with the Sprint stuff too. Get your broccoli seeds. Marla brought me over some radish seeds today.
Yeah, I need to take a handful of them home.
Well, I'm just going to take some, put them in a Ziploc. Thank you for bringing them.
But the seeds I have planted in my kitchen window, they're not happy. They are not happy at all.
They look like they need more sun.
Probably so. But
because I saw them, and they're
looking
spindly. They're spindly. That means they need more sun.
Well,
they should be leafing
my
out.
mustard greens.
How are they?
Something has decided they make a nice bed, and they're laying on them.
Is this a cat?
I don't think it's a cat.
Oh God.
I think it's Tulip.
Oh. Tulip.
Tulip has found one of my beds of mustard greens, and it's just...
She's a mess.
Oh, I know.
I love that dog.
The post lady came and brought packages this morning, because evidently parcel delivery...
I know, we got one.
Yeah. Is still going on Memorial Day, and I said, well, have you met Tulip? And she says, yes, I feed Tulip.
Everybody feeds Tulip. Oh,
Tulip gets a treat.
She does.
She said, you've got a new dog. And I said, no, that's the grand dog. Grand dog is visiting while the kids are with the other in-laws.
Can hear you.
Can hear you. That's good.
Oh, good. That's good.
That's great.
I wish I could see. I can't see that. And
we
then
we need to get your font bigger.
Oh, can you do that?
I can teach you how to do that.
Love Florence. Okay, well, I can't even read all that. My glasses are filthy too, so that probably doesn't help. Oh my goodness.
The tea is about the right temperature. We were going to show them a picture.
Oh, we are. You know what? We were going to tell you our story, because I had somebody ask me the other day, well, how did you and Marla meet? Well,
you tell the story, and I will.
Okay, Marla will show and tell
the
picture. Okay, so it was a long time ago. A long time ago.
I sent this to her at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, you did. Because I didn't see it until when I got up this morning. But anyway, a long time ago, it was in 2001, it was late 2000. And I was a homeschool mom and also a freelance writer, and I was completely overwhelmed. I had to homeschool my kids. I had a messy house. I also had dysfunction in the junction everywhere. You know. So anyway, I just followed the FlyLady system. I started with a clean and shiny sink, and I had an old 1860s farmhouse that was built actually before the Civil War.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And it survived?
And it survived. A beautiful old farmhouse that I had completely redone. But my kitchen was, put off to the end. You had to wash the dishes by hand. Well, I wrote in and said to Marla, where am I supposed to put the dishes if I don't put them in the sink? And she said, put them under the sink. And if you remember my house, I had the blue.
I never went to that house.
That's right, you didn't.
No, I've been to all your other houses, but I never went to that one.
All right.
It might have been that guy you were married to.
Could have been that guy.
Yeah.
That guy, yeah. He who shall remain nameless.
Nameless.
But anyway, so I had this blue and white gingham curtain hanging with a tension rod.
Which one is yours? I got to get on them.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
I know the password.
Yeah. Scotty Waddy Doodle. Anyway, so Marla, here, I can give you the password.
I got it right.
You got it?
Okay.
So
I know it.
I know you do. So I wrote Marla a fan mail and said, hey, you help me.
And at that time, we were getting probably around 1,000 emails a day.
You didn't have, I don't know if you had customer service at that
We didn't.
I
was having to answer all the emails myself.
I remember that there was no website. Mm-mm. There was no book. There was nothing.
Nothing.
And I just said, you're great. And I was also looking for a story because I was constantly looking for a story. I worked for a local newspaper. And so I said, hey, how would you like to be a story? Because I had to have a local aspect. And it just so happened that Robert, at that time, was our Circuit County...
District Court Judge.
District Court Judge. Thank you. I knew she'd tell me. So, anyway, I drove up on I remember it was April 2001. This is several...
It's like April 15th or something. It's like the middle of April.
It was the middle of April, and we had a freak snowstorm. I remember that part. And I have an old 1985 Volvo wagon. Do you remember that wagon? And the headlight fell out.
It was about to fall apart.
And the headlight fell out. It was hanging by the wires, right? Oh, what a mess.
And didn't Robert fix it?
He did.
Yeah. When
he got home, because I was only supposed to be there for a couple hours, but I ended up being there forever. I mean, I was there.
Well, we were waiting on the nameless one to come and take.
Oh God, yeah, there was that too.
And he stood up on my kitchen.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. I said, you can't stand there.
And in the meanwhile, Marla taught Peter how to fly fish.
Yep.
And tie a fly.
Yep. At the kitchen
table.
And
then you did something with Caroline. I can't remember what it was.
She was playing a game in the middle of my bedroom floor and just having the best time. So,
she was.
Yeah, she was. But this was, how Van Gogh or Monet had his blue period or his yellow period.
We had his denim period.
We had a denim time.
Oh,
we had denim.
And I want you to notice the little boy in the picture. Do you see the little boy in the picture?
There's our denim time.
That's our denim time.
She came to my first book signing at our local bookstore.
I think Caroline took that picture.
Who?
Caroline.
Did Caroline take it?
Either that or
we didn't have cell phones back then.
No, we didn't.
But somebody took the picture, and there we were in our denim jumpers. I think Patty or Kelly or somebody
took the picture.
Finally burned my denim jumper.
Oh, I hope so.
Threw it in the fireplace.
And we both had we either wore them with like boots or with those white leather Keds. Remember those?
Oh yeah, the white Keds.
Oh my gosh. How many denim jumpers can a person have? And my son in that picture is 7 and he must have been 8.
Yeah, he might have been 8.
He's 28 now, so just to put things in perspective.
20 years ago.
Yeah. And I showed him that picture, and he goes, "Oh, that was." He had some really sweet things to say. He said, oh, I remember that. Time flies.
It does.
Yeah. And he'd like to go back and all, whoa, I want to, you know. You know, I have just one word to say about that, though. And I'm going to say this to all of our ladies.
Okay.
Don't wish away your kids' childhood.
No.
Cherish every moment. Don't say, oh, I wish they could walk. I wish they could take care of themselves. I wish they could wipe themselves. I promise you, they will be wiping themselves by the time they graduate high school, okay? I promise you. In the meantime, cherish this time. It just goes so fast. And that's what Peter said. He said, it goes so fast. And he said, I wish I knew then what I know now, you know? And don't we all? We make horrible judgment calls and we do things, but it is what it is.
I look at pictures of my grandmother when Justin was born. And my grandmother was Justin's age at the time.
And she looked so grandmotherly.
No, she didn't.
She didn't?
She didn't look grandmotherly. She was just this little prim and proper lady. And she was Justin's age. She was 45.
Man, that's unbelievable.
I know. But time does fly, and you need to spend every moment you can making memories and not being the ogre in your house.
Yeah, there's no need. There's no need. And I'll tell you something. The more you bring in your kids to do this with you, then it's a family thing. You know, dinner should be a family thing. Your home is a family thing. Well, it's not your one-woman show.
I'm going to share a story of yours with them about Peter.
Oh.
Peter hated salad.
Yes, he did.
He would not eat salad. Mm-mm. And then one day she said, will you help me make salad? And she got out the little utensils we use to cut up pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, and he cut up carrots and he cut up everything to go in the salad.
It was a mess. He destroyed the kitchen.
But when your kitchen is clean, that's not bad.
It wasn't bad at all. And you know, when we sat down at the table, I said, Peter, you made this, so go ahead and give everybody their salad. So he's giving everybody their salad. He had 3 helpings of salad and asked Mom, what do you think of my salad? Dad, what do you think of my salad? Caroline, what do you think of my salad? He was so proud of that salad. That's what I call hands-on nutrition. That's how you get him to do stuff, you guys. That's how he'll eat what you want him to eat. You know,
let
get
them
him
be
in
a
the
part
kitchen.
of it.
Yes.
That it's called ownership.
It is.
Another thing that I think is important for a family in a kitchen is a fruit bowl that is out all the time. Fruit isn't hidden away. And a salad bowl. A beautiful wooden salad bowl. Now you got to be careful washing the things. You don't want them soaking in water. You've got, you know, once you toss the salad, that oil you just want to rinse it out real good and wipe it out.
And wash it. I wash it, you know.
But you don't leave it sitting in water. No.
Rarely.
You've got to wash it quickly.
Yeah.
Because it's wood, and it becomes this amazing piece of family history.
It does.
Because when you have a salad with your meal, just a salad, and then you've got the meat and some vegetable, and then you've got a bowl full of veggies, green leafy.
You're showing your family the importance of this stuff. It's central to
and we have missed out on having a lot of veggies right now because it's out of season. That's why we have a bear, because there's nothing growing right now. Everything's too little in the gardens. I didn't plant greens early enough, so
there's that.
I may, if we have to get sheltered in another time, I may get one of those hydroponic things to grow greens.
I'm telling you, if we're sheltering in another time, you're just going to have to check me into Betty for it. I'm just not even going to deal with it. I've had enough. So, anyway. So that was how we met. And then Marla said to me, because we had the best time. It was the best interview I had ever done. I got so much information. The kids were just thrilled. And then we were just, it was obvious, you know, when you hit it off with someone.
Yeah, you know when you're supposed to be lifelong friends.
Yeah, and I think one of us said, I think we're supposed to be friends. And you said, what would you write for me?
I said, I can cook, but I don't cook.
Yes.
And I don't feel good about talking about cooking unless I'm cooking. So she did a couple of samples.
Food for thought.
Food for thoughts, and I put them out there, and then we did, what was it?
The 21 Fling Boogie.
We were doing Super Fling Boogie.
Super Fling Boogie. That's right. Yeah, Super Fling Boogie.
Started the 1st of September in 2001. And we know what happened the second Tuesday.
We were going full swing, full
military.
Yeah. And I was the mess sergeant. Marla, of course, was the drill
field
sergeant.
Well, I
was
was
the field marshal.
Field marshal FlyLady, and I like alliteration too.
Okay, there it is. And then I remember you asked me. You said, it would be really great if we had a bunch of recipes for like a bunch of crock pot recipes for the ladies.
So we could focus on decluttering.
Right.
And then we could just have dinner cooking for us using one of your indentured servants, and then it would just be so nice.
And I said, I'll do you one better. I'll put a shopping list with it.
She put a grocery list with it,
and it was just haphazard. But
we
you
set
would have
that out on Saturday.
Do you remember that?
And they started in, and
this was the best thing ever. I want this every week.
And then September 11th happened, which is my son's birthday. And they were begging for more menus.
And I said, Marla, I can't do that. I don't have time because I was free. I had assignments. I would work, after dinner. I would work until 1 o'clock in the morning because I had like an assignment roster. I had a spreadsheet of all the assignments that I had of stuff that I was writing. And Marla said, why don't you charge for it? Well, 20 years later, Saving Dinner is still here. That's how it all started, you guys. Isn't that such a good story? I love that story.
It's a good story.
It's a good story. And we're still, here we are.
I mean, I remember you were living in Rutherford County.
Yeah.
And then you moved to, you moved to Charlotte from there. And then...
No, Rutherford County to California.
Oh, she moved to California.
I had a radio show.
We did a moving. We all pretended to move with her.
Yeah, that was funny.
And so everybody just got rid of things like they were all moving too, because you don't want to move crap. And you just want to just keep it to the bare minimum. And then you moved back.
Yep. Then my radio show ended almost 1 year to the day.
It was 1 year to the day. You went in for your annual...
I thought I was having my annual review, and they said they're discontinuing my show. Oh, I was so upset.
It was a Christian radio station.
It was a Christian radio show.
And they did not act very
No,
nice.
they did not.
So there she was, just beside herself, and I said,
come on back.
Well, no, I said, I'll never forget sitting on my front porch and we outlined body
That's
clutter.
when we outlined body clutter, yeah.
It took us 2 years to write it.
It did.
We outlined it the day you got fired, because you were just, I needed to get you redirected on a new focus.
Yeah. Well, and that's when we started moving in May too, because it was in May, I believe.
I think it was like May 1st you
Something
got
like
fired.
that, yeah.
And
Discontinued. They discontinued. They pulled the plug on my show. Then
somebody paid more money.
That's exactly what it was. My show was sold out with all the ads and everything, but they got more money by just getting rid of the show entirely and doing some other, paid for show, and they took my spot. Fine. Anyway, not good Christians, are they?
Well,
it's just not the right way to do someone. After they move cross country for that? No. That is not good. Anyway, that's how it happened. Then we moved back. We got busy. You had a medical crisis. Remember that?
Yeah, in 2005.
And then I flew you into Charlotte. We went and saw Dr. Neal. Dr. Neal said, "Sister, let's get those carbs down."
And that's when we started talking about.
And I said, I'm doing it with you.
30 grams of carbs. She wrote a book for me called Low Carb Saving Dinner.
I did.
And dedicated it to me.
Yes. No, I dedicated the first one to you.
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have it on my shelf. I probably gave it back to you. We gave it away.
I no.
When she first moved here, I got a bunch of books off. I had a bunch of your cookbooks in my cookbook stash.
I gave them away. I remember when I was doing all of that.
We were doing a lot of
You know, we
giveaways.
have been doing I've been doing one show a day since the summer. You've been doing it longer. And then when all this stuff started, I started the two. But between the two of us, we could pretty much ruin everybody's lives. Watch 4 shows a day.
4 shows a day.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that's a lot. Yep.
But, you know, they needed us.
Yeah, and we needed them.
I think it kept us sane, giving us a purpose.
Yeah.
To be able to know that we're there for you. And
we're helping. And we're actually helping. We know we're helping because you guys write us and tell us. And thank you for that, by the way. It just makes,
we love your testimonial.
Yeah, when you send us a testimonial, it makes us say, you know what? What we're doing is good stuff. We're doing good work.
That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Thrills us to no end. Thank you for that. I can't see what this is.
Keep me sane. Let's see. I try to watch the shows, but hey, they're there if you can't watch them.
Yeah, you can always go back
to them because I put mine on YouTube and they're all on
So
Facebook.
do I.
So
yeah, ours are on YouTube as well. They're always there.
And I put mine on locals.com and on BitChute, and I
You're
do
just
a podcast.
everywhere.
Yeah, and it takes no time at all to just
Load. Yeah.
Yeah, it just
Hit the switch.
well, BitChute loads by itself, so I don't really have to do anything with that. But it's hard to figure out how to get that.
More
cover.
lighting next time.
Well, Mark
We think
wanted-
the lighting makes us look good.
I think because we have this
We have the
light behind
backlighting.
us, we're blown out a little bit, but that's okay.
We're all right
You
with
get to see the view. You really can see the view in one of them.
Definitely. Well, you know what? We'll just before we do dinner, we'll do an outside view if it gets really pretty. We'll show you that, and we'll show you our little buffet spread and all of that.
Yeah.
We'll do all that.
Well, folks,
We've been talking.
we
our
got
mouths off.
partying to do. Robert will be up after a while, and he was taking a nap.
He was in the treehouse.
Yeah, he was taking a nap with the dogs. I don't know who's angry, but clear them out.
Yeah.
Somebody get rid of them.
The view is really pretty. Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
That's why here's the deal.
Oh, tell the story. We have stories.
Oh, we have stories forever.
It's not going to stop.
She surprises me at my house.
A year ago.
End of May. Was the end of May, yeah. And walks through my front door. I'm on the back deck doing a show. And you can see it. It's there.
Hilarious because was courting. Remember at the time you weren't doing it on a regular time period. It wasn't tea time at that time.
No, there wasn't a tea time.
No, it was just
so. She sends me a text the night before, and she says, "A friend of mine is in Brevard and wants to know where's a good place to eat." Little lying scoundrel. And
everyone is in on this, by the way.
But me, I don't know anything about it. And so I look up, and I haven't seen her in 3 years.
Yeah, at least 2. I think 3. Maybe 3, yeah.
Yeah, because
last time I saw you was at Christmas time in 2016, I think.
So she moved to Colorado.
Yeah.
And so we did a show together, and then we did a show the next day from the office together.
Yeah.
And then she flies back. She flies back to Colorado. There was like, what was the name of that flight?
Allegiant.
Allegiance Air. And she had like $139.
It was $139 round trip.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
So it was Denver to Asheville, and it was just like just a little over 2 hours. It was nothing. I was thinking, this is easy.
Yeah.
I'll just go back and forth.
And you don't have to be in the Charlotte airport.
Yeah, no
I hate that airport.
Oh, it's awful.
So she calls me and she says, this is while she's at the airport waiting to get on the plane.
Yes.
She says, I think I want to move back. Now, 20 years ago, we looked for her house.
Oh, that was true.
We went house shopping like crazy. And by the way, there's a house for sale on that timber lane.
Oh, you have to show it to me.
And one right beside it on the main drag. There's
you're
3
kidding.
houses for sale on the way here today.
What a crack up.
Oh yeah. So she says, I think I want to move back, and I haven't told Mark yet.
Well, and I also said, and I remember I said to Mark, what do you think? What if we, and he was like, what?
So we've been working on our second book together.
Yes.
Our first book, Body Clutter, y'all made a New York Times bestseller. So we've been experimenting and doing things that we want to talk about in this book. In fact, you were talking about fasting today, that you're working on the fasting
I'm
chapter.
on the fasting chapter right now. There's a lot.
With fasting. But it was during a religious time. Connections available. I don't know what's going on there. But it was during it was during Lent that I did a 3-week fast. I didn't know I could do a 3-week fast. All I had was just broth, soup and broth, and no fruit juices, just soup. And I think it reset my whole body.
Really?
That 3-week fast, endocrine system.
Well, that's good.
Because I just read a book about that, and I wanted to try. Patty was doing it too, so I had somebody doing it with me. But then we learned about the intermittent fasting, which was
total game changer.
It was amazing.
The science is amazing. That's what I've been doing right now, and that's one of the reasons everything is taking me so long. Besides the fact that I've had weeks go by sometimes without writing in it, is everything demands research. And so I go in and I'm reading the research, and it's a lot.
But a lot of the research we've done has been on ourselves.
Right. We've also guinea pigged ourselves. Yeah.
We've done it, and it's quite an eye-opening experience.
Absolutely.
And she's going to start tomorrow with the sprint.
I'm doing a 5-day instance, just a quick spontaneous sprint. If anyone wants to join me, I'm going to post in the sprint group. If anyone wants to join, just 5 days, Monday.
Well,
through
Justin
Friday.
called this the Quarantine 15.
Oh gosh.
He's put on the weight.
He's put on 15?
I don't think he's put on 15, but he said, Mom, my joints hurt.
Oh, that's all that bread. It's bread and sugar.
Between Caroline and Emily,
oh my gosh,
all they did was and got us hooked on making bread.
Not me. Nope. I did not make one loaf of bread. I did make some rolls. They were nothing to get excited about. As a matter of fact, they sat in a basket and dried out, and I threw them out. We didn't.
Bird food.
Well, we didn't.
Bear
even eat
food.
them. I didn't throw them out because I didn't want anybody climbing the trellis here. But yeah, so we just didn't go there. I think we did pizza one time. That wasn't even that great. And I have all this flour that Caroline gave us, and it's in the freezer in Ziplocs now.
That's a good place for it when you need flour.
Stay the straight and narrow.
If we get stuck in this another yucky thing, we may feel the need to make bread again. It's like the staff of life, but I think that's the only reason we did it, because you couldn't find bread at the grocery store.
Well, and we don't buy bread at the grocery store.
We don't.
Anyway,
Well,
like
Robert
Mark said to me, he said, "Why do you want to do this?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm just compelled." And he said, "But we don't even buy bread at the store."
Have
and
you
I said,
seen
I
the
know.
commercial on TV? I think it's the Sprint lady, and she's sitting at home and she's put googly eyes on her cups, and they're her new best friends. and she talks about making sourdough bread because everybody else was doing it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I think that's what we'll remember about the pandemic is we all made sourdough bread and ate out of our freezers.
I did not. I got some starter though. I got Emily's starter from you, and I killed it. So
you really can't kill it.
I did.
You really can't kill it.
Caroline was scolding me. She told me I killed it. And by the way, Caroline will be back on Wednesday at 4 p.m. to cook for y'all. Usually Monday's her day to cook. And
That's
I said,
a holiday.
we're hijacking it.
Yeah.
So there.
Oh, well.
Anyway, did we tell all the story, or did we
we've
leave half of it in?
I don't know. Well, anyway, and within they went on vacation. She had a yard sale, and by August you were here. July 17th.
You found the house.
That's what we were telling.
The whole house hunting thing.
Yeah.
And you said, I love the house. I'm not sure you're going to want to go up this mountain. Do you remember that?
But I took a video of driving up the mountain.
She did.
And sent it to her. And then I came in and looked at the house, and I look at the house for videos. I look through the eyes of, will this look good? You know how the directors used to do, you know. And I knew the kitchen would be good for video.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
And I knew she would have I knew which office she would take.
Yep.
I didn't know where Mark would be. I thought his office would be a bedroom, but he didn't want to be in the dungeon. So
no worries. I don't blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to be in there.
But being up high is good. And it's a quaint little house.
It is. It's a cute house. Like it. It is not a bad place to be quarantined.
No, you're away from everybody. You have one other person on your driveway,
but the driveway itself is like half a mile or something. It's crazy.
It is, and it's we went through some hard times, and you live on.
I know, right? It was really funny, and Marla and I were, before Mark got on board, we were scheming.
Oh boy, we can plot and scheme with the best of them.
We are good schemers, so
that's okay.
But look what, it worked. Are you listening, Mark?
He must have headphones.
He does have headphones. We can talk about him. Anyway.
I'm not listening, but I heard you call me. What did you say?
Nothing.
We were talking about you.
Do I have to go back and watch the video?
No.
All 45 minutes.
It's just plotting and scheming.
Are you being kind?
We're being very kind,
very
loving.
kind. How we plotted and schemed to get you here.
It'll take a week or two to boom, flip the switch and we're gone.
That's how long it took. Yeah.
Yeah. Once the switch is flipped, you're good to go.
It's over. Yeah. Yep.
So still hadn't found a Costco, but he's good.
We know where it is.
He can get there if he needs to.
In an hour. Isn't it an hour and change?
Yeah, and I hear we're supposed to have one in Asheville, but that's still an hour.
I know.
Either way.
I'll take it. Anyway. God, everybody has hung in there with us. I cannot believe this.
They're not leaving.
Goodness gracious, mercy me. Well, y'all, that's our story. I don't know if there's anything else to tell. I'm sure we could dig out another one. We've had a few.
Oh, we don't even want to go to some of the things we've done. No.
We have made grilled cheese sandwiches on an iron in a hot hotel one time.
We did. And we got all our ducks in a row one time.
We sure did, in Seattle.
And we ate our way through Seattle, and we had salmon every meal.
We did. We came home. We both grew gills.
Oh, and it was Copper River salmon.
It was the best.
It was the most amazing salmon I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
And
talk about getting your omega-3.
Did you hear that the wharf burned?
In San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I haven't seen the final.
I haven't seen the pictures yet either.
I haven't either.
I'm wondering if that was, if businesses, well, we'll see what happened. They'll investigate it, I'm sure. Anyway, you're getting stars sent to you.
Have you signed up for that yet?
They've never sent me anything about the stars.
You can go do it.
You just sign up for stars?
You have to go.
What do you do with the stars?
I don't know. They're like a penny a piece.
Oh my gosh! I think what's happening here is Mark Zuckerberg he's got a star account. You know, this is his college fund for his kids. Does he have kids?
Yeah, he has two. I think.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't keep up with that.
But yeah, I think they give you money for the stars at the end of the month. But I haven't been doing it a whole month, so
you're
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
like a nickel.
It's about like when you monetize YouTube, it's just nothing. So I never monetize it.
Well, and they also have a thing which is great that if you skip the ad, you don't have to pay. If you put ads yourself on YouTube, and somebody says skip ad, then you don't pay, but you get like 7 seconds of free exposure.
I don't ever monetize my videos because I know I get upset when a commercial pops up in the middle of a video I'm watching.
I don't like that. But not in the middle, on the front end or the back end. Fine, do
But
that.
I went to the video to watch the video. I don't want to wait.
I know.
But then there's this thing called Amazon influencer.
Yeah, Caroline.
I saw it on her.
I know.
Her YouTube. She put it in the description, and I went and looked at that Stubbs thing she wanted. Not paying.
I know. I said, what is wrong with you? That is ridiculous.
Her Lodge Dutch oven does fine for
I
me.
know.
Mine's antique.
I know. That's just like, it's like $300 or something.
Yeah,
for
it's crazy.
I know.
Just
It's
crazy.
But oh, by the way, anybody, especially the FlyLady folks, and well, we have probably the same people. But if you see one of my Facebook ads for saving dinner, there's been a lot of. I had trolls all over that. I had to knock all these people out. If you see it, would you say something nice about it and then share it, please? I'm trying to get back into Facebook's good graces because they almost banned the ad. And all I'm saying is just, it's nothing. It's like a nothing 10-second ad. It's a little video.
But somebody who does menu planning probably.
You know what? It was people who said, "Oh, it's not free. You're lying," and all this other kind of stuff. I said, "It's free for heaven's sakes. It's an ad for the Sprint," and they just couldn't figure it out. Boy, that's pretty thick, right? Anyway, if you see it, be nice, share it, be kind, love it up.
Share all our stuff.
Share anything you see from us. That's right.
Well, folks, we will see you later. We've been running our mouths quite a long time
For
now.
a whole hour.
Almost
an hour.
50 minutes.
Yes. Thank you. That's so sweet. Jenna said,
What you say?
"That's so silly. Your service is amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that."
And I'm silly.
Oh, we're too much.
Oh, well.
All right, y'all.
See you
Thanks
later.
again. Bye.
Bye.
You got the thingy?
Yeah.